Earlier this year, I received an email from Insta360. They wondered if I can shoot some time lapses of the Northern Lights with their new 360 camera. I'm no stranger to a good adventure, so here is a story about a long drive, deep forests, and bright nights. After scouting the weather forecast for days, a gap in the clouds appeared.
Looks like I'm going to Finland.
$20, let's go. IKEA, meatballs and Zlatan are nice and all that, but Sweden's landscape can be somewhat repetitive, so I was pretty happy when I crossed the border into Finland to find myself some nice piece of forest for the night. So that was quite a drive. Find a nice location here. Seems like I made the right decision on the weather. Now the Northern Lights can just come. Cross my fingers and maybe I get it right on the first try. I think I can see some lights already, which means we're off to a good start. Yeah, I have to just leave, otherwise I'll be in the frame, so I have to go back to the car and hope for the best. So I thought the Northern Lights had disappeared. I was looking towards the north, but then suddenly I saw in the south there's actually a pretty good light. And usually I would be quite bummed because I had the camera pointing in the other direction, but with 360 it's pretty sweet. You don't have to think about composition. Usually I want the Northern Lights to stay in one part of the sky. Now it's just go all over if you want to. Pretty convenient. There were lights in every direction, dancing over me and my cameras. The 360 camera captured the whole scene, while I used my Sony cameras to capture the details. The cold, clear Finnish night with the surrounding forest made the perfect dance floor for Aurora. She danced for hours. If you have ever wondered how the auroras look in real life, here is a real-time video I took this night, which should give you a good impression. Last night was crazy. Probably some of the strongest Northern Lights I've ever seen. Maybe even too strong for time-lapse because it was super hectic. But after the strongest Northern Lights had gone, I went back to sleep and I left the 360 camera here to get that nice afterglow. So hopefully got some nice footage there as well.
So here is the charging station. Right now I'm charging 3 Sony batteries, Insta360, a power bank. I'm drawing 80 watts of charging, but the cool thing is the input is actually almost 700 watts from the solar panels.
This car is something I worked on for the better part of last year. I took an empty Volkswagen Transporter and turned it into a dream car for expeditions like this. The car includes a place to sleep, lots of storage, workspace, a heating system, and it's all powered by this huge EcoFlow Delta Pro battery with 800 watts of solar panels, making me truly energy independent on the road. This journey up north was my first proper trip with this car. We made a video about this van over on the NX YouTube channel, so check it out if you want to learn more about it. The forecast showed incoming bad weather over northern Finland, so I decided to head west in pursuit of clear skies. Without having tried a single sauna, I left Finland, and after a long ride to escape the clouds, I crossed the border into Norway.
Back in Norway, back on home turf, which is pretty nice. A bit more familiar here, know a bit more locations. And it's quite funny because this is actually the location where I shot my first Northern Lights time-lapse ever, which was a part of my Norway film. So that's pretty cool. Trying to find some location for tonight, the final night. Trying to find a gap in the clouds. Again, of course, really important to have a clear sky when you're shooting Northern Lights. It can be quite tricky sometimes to find the right locations.
There are few things in this world which are more beautiful than northern Norway covered in snow. Emerald green waters, dramatic white peaks, pristine beaches and eagles are all part of the landscape here.
This is gonna be my final destination, my final location for tonight. It's really beautiful here. I've never been here, but
So the sense of freedom and flexibility that this car gives me is pretty incredible. But now it's time to head back home.